Hello everyone, this is Pat with your daily Oracle card reading and message for Monday, the 20th of May, 2013. So happy Monday everyone, it's Mermaid Monday, so I'm going to be calling on the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue, and also the Angel Tarot, also by Doreen Virtue, for messages for us. So let's see what's happening as we begin our week. Hey, Stripey. What's going on for us this week? What do we need to know? Okay. From the Mermaids. Whew, there's one that has spilled out. It literally flipped out of the deck. Okay, so the message is, the card is, set your sights higher. It says, increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. And in this image, the mermaid is literally reaching for the stars. And, you know, that's an expression I've heard quite often from people. You know, reach for the moon or reach for the sun, and, you know, if you land among the stars, that's still not a bad place to be. So, you know, it's telling you to reach a little bit. Reach for something that maybe is a little bit beyond what you might normally, you know, so that it presents a challenge to you, so that it, you know, even makes you a little bit uncomfortable to think about going for it, because as I've heard so many coaches say, you know, the most growth comes from when we are in places of discomfort where we really have to, you know, pull from our inner resources and go for it. And we find that we have a lot more, you know, we have skills there, we have tenacity, we have talents and abilities that we sometimes didn't know we had because they weren't brought into play. So in this instance, it's, you know, be willing to accept more for yourself too. Set your sights higher is really about getting out of the stagnant, you know, mediocrity, I guess is the way I would phrase it. Now, with this card, from its meaning in the book, it also suggests that you may have been trying to rationalize that there's some situation in your life that is okay when it isn't. It suggests that you may have settled for less than what you maybe desire for yourself, and maybe much less than what you deserve. So it's, you know, the angels, or in this case the mermaids, are trying to help you heal the situation. And they'll help you to replace situations in your life that are very troubling to you by asking them for help and then following the guidance that they give to you. So, you know, I sort of feel too, this may speak to people who are in the midst of doing that. You know, maybe you've come to that realization, and it's just really time to kind of put yourself out there. I know it's been a theme in some of the readings lately, as well as watching Doreen Virtue's weekly reading herself. She said it's really a time where to kind of walk in faith and even take a leap of faith. And, you know, because it's a good timing for it. You'll really be supported by the angels, by the universe, whatever it is you call upon for divine support. So it's kind of like the mother bird that's pushing her little birdies out of the nest to show them that they can fly. And it feels a little bit like that to me. So, you know, it can feel very intimidating sometimes to think about moving up to another level, but you know, this card suggests that you know, you really are ready. Stop playing small, and to be willing to reach a little bit for something. Reach for it. Go for it. So let me see if there's any other messages that come out of that card. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. All right, let's go over to the Angel Tarot and see what the message of these cards is. Actually, I separated these cards out so that they are in major and minor arcana. So, I may perhaps just use them that way. All right, so I'm going to use the major arcana out of this Angel Tarot deck, of which there are 20. So let's see, and each of these has an archangel working with it. Okay, so this is Gabriel, and Gabriel is a very motivating archangel. And in this instance, and as you notice, Gabriel is depicted with the trumpet, trumpeting something. And in this case, she's trumpeting an awakening. It's like she's saying, look at things from a different perspective. It does suggest a temporary standstill, kind of, as you gather up your energies. It's important to be yourself, the card says. So when Gabriel comes in, as I said, Gabriel's a very motivating kind. She's a very nudging angel, and she will motivate you to help you to reach for that next level. And Gabriel's comes up in the Archangel Oracle card deck with the message of leadership, where she says it's time for you to step into your place as a leader, and it, maybe taking the lead of something in your own life, or, maybe a stronger position in your employment or in the world at large. And, this is, the awakening card is, awakening to the possibilities that are there for you, where, yeah, it is time for you to step into some new roles where you are a role model for others. And it can be a little intimidating, because when we're in those roles, we don't always feel that way. It feels a little disconcerting to us when we stand in our power, when we, can see things intuitively and know what the truth is. It's for ourselves and sometimes even for others. It can be very intimidating, but in many ways, as we stand up for ourselves, as we stand in our power, as we speak up, we provide a role model. Even as we set our sights higher and decide to go for a higher pathway, when we desire something more for ourselves, and we decide to break out of our current place or state or situation, we become a role model for others to do the same. And that's spreads waves and ripples of problem solving and resolving issues in our life, and it brings about ultimately greater peace, as we realize that we don't have to stay stuck in the same old situations. In fact, if those are falling away, then it's time maybe to let them go. So anyways, I'll read a little from the book about what the Gabriel card means. And it has very much to do with seeing things from a new, it says it's time to review your plans, according to this card, and look at things from a new perspective. See, it's very synonymous with the set your sights higher. Ask yourself, is it possible that a different approach would work better? Although it may feel like events have come to a standstill, this is just temporary. And it's, kind of like, a train that's coming to a halt so we can switch tracks, okay? Sometimes if it feels like things are slowing down and you may be wondering, oh my God, what's going wrong? It's not that it's going wrong, it's that maybe everything's going right, okay? Although it may feel like events have come to a standstill, it's temporary. So make use of the extra time you've been given to rethink your strategies. You may need to step outside of the norm and the mainstream right now and embrace your unique and eclectic beliefs or attitudes. It's also a good moment to be generous with your time, attention, and gifts. This tithing is returned by the universe manyfold to you. So, some additional meanings of this card include having epiphanies, sudden or unexpected life changes. It also represents the need for patience and the power that lies in being yourself. Unusual solutions can oftentimes show up when this card comes here, because it wakes you up and helps you to see things from a different perspective. Okay? So those are the messages that I get for today that start off our week. It's like we're really, jumping off or diving off the starting block. And it looks to be a very interesting week. So take care, everyone. I hope you have a lovely Monday, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.